Victor. We were all like freaking out over like the screenshots on Twitter. But with that, guys, we are on Summoner's Rift for game number 1 of the NLC regular season, 3rd division, match number 1 between Exzentriq as well as G2 Hell on the red side. And I don't remember which Ari skin that is, but that's the best
I
Ari skin. It looks
couldn't
like
get a look at
Dynasty
it.
Ari with like a couple of like different particles. I'm not sure.
I could no. That's wait. Is it Dynasty
Is
Ari?
that? I don't
It looks like
know.
I
I feel like they
am.
changed some of the skins
They
for Ari like
changed.
to look more like Wild Rift, right? They took some
I
of like
think
the Wild
so.
Rift.
And they changed the splash arts
Yeah,
as well. They did a couple of things different here for Ari. But one thing that is different
finally.
already is
Yeah.
the way that G2 Hell are actually going to begin this best of 3 series, because from
Hmm.
what we saw in the last year's qualifier, every single game they tried to go for an invade, and it was
Huh?
such a coin flip 50-50. I like this. I mean, I like this. I like the little bit more of a control, not as cheesy game plan. Cologne
So
has
true. It was fun, yeah. The classic G2 Hell cheese level 1 at red buff. We didn't hate it, right? They had support champs, like they had a Mumu, they had
no, it was
Brown usually when
fun.
they tried one. It was so good. They had like classic strong level 1 cheese champs like Brown's passive, Mumu as well with the double bandage toss. Ooh, that positioning is not the
Ouchies.
best, I think, for Countess. Yeah, I think they might lose the
Yeah.
level 2 early on.
Be-
It's not going to be that big of a deal.
I mean, oh, they traded back. This is actually a really, really positive trade.
Oh,
Cologne is
wow.
still stacking the stun. They're going for the all-in at level
Oh,
1. They don't even want to go for level 2. That's a hull, that's a heal, that's a flash, and that's a kill. The first blood falls for Cultists. We're game, Jenny. We're game.
sheesh. Oh my god, that play
Let's
woke
go.
me up. LFG. I'm not sure, how much of LFG we can say out loud, but L freaking G at the 2.5 minute mark. I think Colombe also had to use the ignite to make sure that they got the kill on Severus. It looked a bit dicey because I wasn't sure, whether any support was going to end up getting the kill or not, because of course Sever has heal. And with that kill, though, Karina is actually going to go for the very aggressive level 3 over here at Raptor. She is, of course,
Wait,
Wukong's Creator of Destiny. Oh, he doesn't have vision, so.
Columbus has been
Oh,
spotted. They
oh,
go all
oh,
in.
no.
They want to go for the Azir. They get the Ari. No, they don't. It was gonna get the Ari, the Ari charm, but they don't find it. They're forced to back off. But they push the flash out of Chover. This is wow. This
Yeah.
hyper aggressive play style. What is this G2 Hell?
I mean, the 2 weeks that we didn't see them, like they went into like the hyperbolic chamber or something, and they came out and they're like, you know what, this is third div. Come on, we got this. And they're just coming out of the gate strong, absolutely playing aggressive, trying to just smash Exzentriq early on. And this is like a callback, right, to Picks and Bans, because we were talking about how Jutsu Hell have that early to mid game composition. How by the
Yeah.
time they hit level 6, they want to make sure that Avi roams, they want to make sure Annie does something with Tibbers as well. So this is pretty much how they should be playing this composition, and I'm just really happy to see them play it out like that.
Now we take a little bit of a time to catch a breather here. Alta's already cashed in. Goes for the Cole, so she wants to play the long game. You know, she's playing Severe. She knows what's up with Severe. She needs the item. She needs the extra DPS. And I have Karina coming into the bot lane. It's a level 3 Wukong versus no summoner's bot lane. Saifino still has flash, but he's gonna stay behind. He's not even gonna try to flash. Leaves Breathley alive and sacrifices himself for the support. Okay, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm game for that. I am game for that.
I think that, I mean, at some point Varus gave up, right? Because they know from the level 1 that Varus does not have cleanse. So they have the timing on his cleanse and know that he's going to be really vulnerable to the return gank. So that was the play that they went for. And they didn't even need Karina to actually, like, after Raptors get another camp to hit level 4. Karina's only right now hitting level 4. Like, he could have done that at level 3. So very successful, I think, from around them, really good positioning. Also, probably knew that there was no like ward and
What?
tribush and stuff. I
What
think
is Dolba
like
doing? Dolba has no mana. He's
yo,
going.
oh,
Or I
shut
mean,
up.
no, that's not going to do anything. Fast back! Fast back for the top lane of Exzentriq! This is going amazing! What is this game?
Yeah, he passed go and did not get his $200. I think that I didn't really see on the minimap which path Karina took to get over to top, but on the minimap earlier, I think they had topside river scuttle. There was actually no ward by the Ornn over in the topside river, so I think he might have. I think Karina might have gone through the topside tri-brush. I didn't notice, but whatever it was, I mean, Oren didn't notice until way too late. So definitely very proactive, very good communication that is being reflected from G2 Help, because you can't make this type of coordinated, consistent ganking play like first you invade their jungle over in bot side, steal raptors,
Yeah,
and then you convert that into the first blood in bot, then you just base and then hit straight up to top side. You can't do this without having very good communication on the team. So it's pretty
for sure.
nice to see. Tifa gonna put a ward over there that gives her vision and actually also helps Karina with the invade for later. Even though they know that red buff was already taken just now, it is still gonna be a bit helpful. This time they know that the
Huh.
Vi is over here. Level 5 as well. So actually Vi doesn't have her level 6 ultimate just yet. So it's gonna be a bit of a
No.
limit to what you can do. But oh, they don't want to push up so close.
Karina's there as
Karina is
well.
here though. Mm-hmm.
And so is
Oh, so it's
Tifa. Is
Tifa.
this going to be an attempt to
Oh,
dive?
okay.
Because Silver is also coming
Oh,
in.
smart.
Tifa is going to find the Vi. They're going to try to move in for the stun. Gets the, not the timbers, but the stun actually comes through. Emperor's Divide pushes back Colombe. It almost fails. If not completely, it's a 2-for-2 trade. A lot of summoners pop, but G2 Hell are
This
still
was,
in the lead. I like the chaos.
yeah, this was very well played by Tifa. I'm not sure if you guys noticed. Also, I think we don't have replays for this, but Tifa actually sidestepped Azir's ultimate. So Tifa actually like saw
Yes.
the Azir ultimate coming out from a mile away, which is why when Azir went for the R, it actually only knocked Cologne back because Tifa was already out of range. She was already like
Oh,
hightailing that try. So very well done by them. Also, the thing for Exzentriq is that even if it had been a 4v4, they lose
wait.
because wait a minute. No!
What is Colombe doing? Colombe is in the top lane. The flash comes out from the Ornn. Lysia might be in trouble. They turn it around. But Colombe is not done yet.
Even
She
her
wants to pay
Q
back, but she
isn't
doesn't have
enough.
enough damage.
W was out of
Ah.
range, that's the thing. I think the W wouldn't have been enough to take her down because she wanted to go for a QW and then the auto attack. Only her Q and I think AA landed. But even if the W had, I don't think the Ornn would have gone down. What I was saying earlier was that even the 4v4 in bot side,
Yeah.
even if it was even 4v4, the thing is, Exzentriq still lose because Gnar has TP
Wait.
advantage.
Cultist!
And
Cultist going beast mode. She's alive! She's alive on a 3-man dive! And they're all so low! She's amazing!
That's nuts. That should not happen. That is so much wasted time because Vi like is level 6, used ultimate for that, and they did not convert that into anything. So it was a good map rotation from Exzentriq because, you know, they see that the Annie is roaming topside, and so they're like, okay, we'll just go for the crest map play, and then we're gonna pull our jungler to 3-man dive, you're a solo Sivir and bot. But the thing is, they couldn't kill Sivir, so it's a whole bunch of time being wasted over in bot, and plus it was Vi's first ultimate as well. So Vi right now is down Karina in terms of jungle level. I think the Wukong has hit level 7. So the thing is, I also wanted to see the Annie roam. The thing about the G2 Hell comp is that they have strong 2v2, they also have strong 3v3. So the thing is, whether it's an Annie roam, or whether it's an Wukong gank, whether it's on teleport, they are going to have that very strong 2v2 or 3v3 because Annie's gonna, you know, roam up her stun. Wukong is gonna show up and then be able to CC and Gnar as well. So whatever champion they pull to gank any lane is going to be very helpful for them. So I wasn't sure if they were going to play like a roaming style of Annie's support, and I'm glad that they are. You know,
They
I'm
are.
glad, you know,
They are. I mean, it's delaying
practicing
Colombe's
it.
level 6, but it's leaving Exzentriq like guessing where the heck is Cologne gonna show up next. All the while,
Mhm.
Cultist is just farming her way into the Cole, into a very, very strong mid game. And I don't think Exzentriq have a
Mhm.
lot of answers into when we get to that point where team fights are gonna start to happen around the second or third Drake.
Yeah, I mean, once Annie does hit level 6, it's gonna be more
Uh-oh.
difficult. The thing is, she's oh, oh,
Jinkies.
bye. These are all
Yep. Yeah, Lysia wanted to
yeah,
fast repel that one. Oh!
it's pretty much uncounterable versus both Vi as well as Orin ults.
Oh,
Oh, but for 3-2, oh, the Q,
nah.
nice sidestep. Yo, that was a nice sidestep from Karina. Off of the very Q as well. But yeah, that's the thing, right? Wait a minute.
Wait.
No,
Ooh, that's a flash from the charm. In goes Shelly, gets a nice chunk of damage on the tower, but not enough to take it down. Only one plate left, but the dragon is up, and that's exactly what they are going to go for right now. 4 members on dragon. This is going to be the first one for G2 Hell. And I wanted to drag your attention over to Vi's first item, going for the Umbral Glaive.
Oh wow. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
I think there have been a bit of changes, little changes here and there, to that. But the Varus and Seraphine, so going back to the earlier skirmish down below, right? So we saw Karina with a very good flash out of the Seraphine ult, so the Seraphine ult pretty much didn't hit anyone. The thing is, Varus and Seraphine work together as a bot lane duo because of the stacking of their ultimates. The thing is, we didn't see when it was, but Varus used the ultimate a bit before that. So earlier when they were at bot tier 1, only Seraphine was able to pop ultimate. The Varus and Seraphine ultimate combination is pretty darn strong, but they weren't able to utilize that just now. So Seraphine just kind of used R, didn't hit anyone because of the flash out from Karina. Otherwise, Seraphine, the charm on the R under tower is actually pretty devastating if they can utilize that well. So I think just a bit of like mistiming from the side of
Oh no,
Exzentriq
they
right
had
there.
to use basically they had to use Varus's ult earlier on the skirmish to try disengage. Yeah. Disengage, so they didn't have like the full anti-dive combo. But like Chad is saying, I personally am not a fan of on-hit Varus with a Seraphine as well. And I guess it goes hand in hand with what we're saying in the champion select, right? Where like they can go poke, but if they go full poke, they won't have like a follow-up for Vi.
I think so. They saw the Annie pick up first, and then they pick Seraphine. So they're kind of playing for if they see Annie just posturing anywhere nearby, they're going to try and use Seraphine as that instant deny to the Annie engage. I think that was their thinking. The thing is, I think earlier on, especially Seraphine ultimate has a fairly longer cooldown than most of than a lot of the other ultimates in the game. I think compared to Tibbers as well, Tibbers is a shorter cooldown. So it's a tiny little thing.
We're posturing up for a dive. Tifa spots the Vi, pulls out immediately.
Yeah, I think they probably expected, GTR probably expected like the minion wave to come in, which is why Tifa had that deep wraparound over at the Tri-Bush, but it also has a ward in it, but then they didn't have the help of the wave to dive. So
wait, what? What is Vi doing? Vi just went like, I'm going in. My Q is charging and my will is emerging. I'm going in, and everybody on G2 Hell just drop her like a sack of bricks. And now it's Lifeito's turn. Under the tower, they're trying to dodge this, but Tibbers is still alive and kicking. Varus is going to be forced back, and they are going to abandon this tower for Cultist and Colombe.
Oh, the Q. They gotta be wary of the Q.
Oh!
I think the,
oh no! The wild Tifa appears! Flash out from the Varus, the charm! Swing and a miss! Cultist is there a little bit too late. Splash in from the Seraphine, and it all goes to hell! When Chover shows up with the Emperor's Divine, the G2 overreach, and they get heavily punished for it.
They need to kind of respect the Varus a bit more. The way, like, Varus has the, like, when they changed it, like, sometime last year, you've got the W where if you charge it up fully, your Q does more damage. Also, it does more damage the lower health you are, pretty much. So they have to be careful of, like, that max range, max damage Varus Q. I'm not sure if they did this on purpose. You can see, like, three people at G2 Hell at Try, just kind of trying to stand behind each other because they're kind of trying to, like, proc the you get less damage if I think like you get hit second, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like just not get executed. But yeah, it was a bit of a shame. I think also they had like Colombe, like her Annie shield. Also like since they switched, they like made those little changes to Annie's kit. You can give your shield over to someone else. Tibbers also can
Yeah.
get the shield and stuff like that. But I mean, it just wasn't enough to prevent like that execute from the Varus Q. So a bit of a shame. But I mean,
It's
we're still
okay.
up in gold. Not like one. The math ain't mathing. It's
Karina?
a bit late. Close to 2,000 gold. That's what. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we
what the
lost a
math.
little. We lost a little bit here because of the shutdown that Cultist threw over
Yeah.
to Chover. It might be a problem. We'll see. Azir is the kind of champion that you don't want to see too much ahead, but still, we did see a
Yep.
Karina go through a full clear in the bot lane and like completely domination in the jungle department. The Vi is extremely behind when it comes to the build. She's just sitting on the Umbral Glaive without a lot of value apart from the vision value that it gets. And
I think
Karina is
they're.
already sitting on the oh, that's
I
an
think
ult
they're
from
kind of.
that was the Barasol. It's
Wait
down.
a
They're
minute.
going in. They're waiting for something, but Lysia doesn't have
Wait a
the
minute.
engage tools for it. They're cooking, but they're not finding anything.
They need to
Important
cook
choke
something
there.
fast because Dragon is up. So I don't know
It's
if
okay.
Exzentriq
It's
want to
okay.
just give this up. It looks like they're just going to give this up over to G2 Hell and they're not going to contest this at all. So,
They
I mean,
can't.
it's only third Dragon. The earlier ones were one apiece. Yeah, so they're opting to swap Dragon for just a bit of mid lane prio because they do have Shelly. They want to just like drop her. Even though it's 17 minutes, they don't get extra like power play gold just yet, and they actually can't finish off the mid tier one. This is pretty crucial because usually if you're like a team that is running a
Oh
Vi, what
wow.
you really need is for your tier ones, especially mid tier one, to drop first so that then you can start getting vision, getting wards in the enemy jungle, and then fully utilize the benefits of having Vi on your comp. So the fact that
Okay.
they weren't able to actually finish off mid tier one is going to be a bit important this time around. So Karina as well as Nar bot side just
Mm-hmm.
versus the solo orb. I think Exzentriq probably want to go for a bit of like a split push, clearing wave type of Ornn, but he's not quite there yet. But they're kind of just content to let the Ornn farm off by himself. You let the Ornn out to pasture, you let him do his thing, and you call
You let
in
the horn
the
graze
cow.
around, just do his
Oh,
thing.
exactly. Let him out to pasture and then call his cow home, when he's in the team fight. That's pretty
Is that
much,
a
name of the game
Oh,
with the
they go for
Ornn.
the
But mid
Varus.
lane,
Varus
mid
does not have
lane,
flash. He has the cleanse. Karina in the backline goes for the second Cyclone, but there's no follow-up from G2 Hell. They're cut off by Dopa, the
oh my
teleporting Ornn. He's
god.
done grazing in the bot lane. Could this be a re-engage? Yes, it is. It is the Azir that gets locked down and shut down.
What?
It's called for Cultist. I believe in the 80 carry supremacy of G2 Hell. Oh, they catch the Vi as well. Another amazing charm by Tifa. Double knockup from Doba. Gets the shutdown on Cultist. Not great, and they're forced to back off. No mana on Colom and Tifa. Lizzie is still
Yeah,
fine, but they're going to call it a day here.
they've gotten a wave. I think, after Cultists went down, they kind of knew that they had to back off right there. But I mean, Church of Cultists, it is. It definitely is. I think, a lot of people in chat as well. I just saw a whole bunch of people being like, are we all here, like, at the same church? Hi, church goers. Can we get a hi, church goers in chat? Very well deserved, I think. Cultists, we've all seen her growth the last 2 to 3 years, especially just absolutely cracked she is. So, yeah, I think lack of the minion wave earlier was pretty much, what stopped the repeated dive. I think we're seeing a lot of the usefulness of the Annie just now. You could see how, like, just having the enraged
Good
tubers
lord.
chasing towards the Exzentriq tier 1 tower, like, was able to push 3 to 4 members of Exzentriq back
Look
towards
at the
their tower, which was what gave Hell a lot of space.
look at the gold
Yeah,
difference
I'm
and
not
how
looking at
ahead
it.
Cultus is compared to Saifino. That's 66 to
What?
87.
That's
42,
actually nuts.
sure, but that is a
That's
massive
crazy.
advantage from Cultus.
That's nuts. That's like that. Like first blood is not worth that much, right? So the thing is, G2 Hell, they're only like 800 or so gold up, but Caldas individually is 2,000 gold up, which is like bonkers. You get 300,
Yep.
you get like first blood, you get like a couple like kills, assists and stuff, and it's like 2,000 gold. That's actually crazy. That's
Almost
nuts.
3,000. I think it's at 25 at
That's
this
half
point
an
because
item.
you already have a huge 2-item power spike on the Navori blades
That's
and
crazy.
on the Kraken
Yeah.
Slayer. So like not even the humble little grazing Ornn is going to stand a chance against Sivir. It is a very, very dangerous power spike here in Cultist. A lot of true damage being thrown
Yeah.
out, and you do not want to miss an engage on her if you want to get a chance on this
Yeah.
game one.
Yeah, I mean, like 2,000, to put that into context, that's like more than half your Kraken Slayer that she's got, or
Yeah.
that's like BF Sword plus pickaxe. Like, that is like significant damage, significant stats that Caldas is just up off of Varus guys. So, well done. I think that that's also kind of the theme that we see in a lot of G2 Hell games, where it looks like things are even, but Caldas has just been farming her heart out, and you only notice when you look
Wait.
at the stats.
Oh, I thought they were going to take the tower here. Okay. So basically what G2 are trying to do here, find the positioning, trying to get some vision on the upcoming dragon, because this will be one off soul point if we get this. They don't want to overcommit on the mid lane tower, and they want to get information of the whereabouts of the Exzentriq squad. They found them. They know
Yeah.
somewhat where they are, but do they want to go for close quarters engage is the question. G2 are
Oh,
posturing up for the dragon.
they tried to go for this sneaky like flash or Vi engage over raptors. You could see Azir and Vi behind like the raptor pit. So G2 actually needs to be really careful. Tifa is doing the exact same thing. She's trying to go for a sneaky charm over the wall. Dragon
they get
already
Vi?
down to 1/3.
Vi goes in, huge Emperor's divided backline. Saifino claims the life of Cologne, but in comes the Cyclone from Karina. Very slobber knocker of a team fight, but Cultus is still alive, still dishing out damage. Same with Tifa. Exzentriq scatter around as Cultus gets a kill. Triumph kicks in, running away from Doba. Can she find a kill? No, she can't. It's shut down for the top laner of Exzentriq. The team fight splits. Doba gets a double, and it's down to the top laners to finish the ordeal here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a wet noodle fight. I think, Nar comes out on top of the Nar versus Ornn battle right here. Of course, got range, got the attack damage, is gonna be able to finish off the mid-side tier 1. But very scrappy fight. I think I want to give props to Exzentriq for the way that started out. I think Azir had a brilliant ult at the start. Nearly bursted Annie. Actually, I think down to like 1/5 of her health. If you notice, Columb actually wasn't able to use Tibbers.
Yeah, I noticed. But that's a 5,000 IQ move. That's a 5,000 IQ move because Cologne now has Tibbers.
Hear me out.
Okay.
This is not the play we see.
Is it not? Because I see it happen. Tifa teleporting in. What is this dragon? What is this setup? Exzentriq! Everybody from G2 Hell go in! The focus is Ornn. Ornn is the man to take down G2. Try to refocus. They find Vi. They take her out. She flashes over the wall. Can they find the kill? No, they can't. 1-0 for Exzentriq, but they are in no position to retake this dragon pit.
Yeah, this is really dangerous. G2 Hell have the man disadvantage, but they have more health.
Cultist get locked down. Can't really do much. Tifa tries to get Vi, doesn't quite find a kill as Lysia falls in the back line.
They've gotten, yes. Yeah, this is rough. I think very good target selection from Exzentriq. They just went for the lockdown, as you mentioned, just straight onto Sivir. They know that with Cultist out of the fight, they can take drag because sure, Tifa's got burst, but Tifa is pretty much running on like a 8-second cooldown timer. Like, you know, you play Ari, you hit the charm, you land your cycle spells, you get out, 6 seconds later, you
Yeah.
go back in with another charm, and that's pretty much how you're playing her. So they're just like, we'll take out Sivir, and then it's just easy drag. They actually try to convert this into Baron. This is really risky.
Wait.
They have a 0, so they're doing it pretty fast. Wait, it's 2v5.
Karina can go in.
No.
Karina can go in.
2v5.
She's going in. Okay. Yes! We stole the Baron Asher, Karina! Your sacrifice was not in vain because Breathley is sleeping in the base as well. Let's go!
That was so... No, they get so much off of this play because the other members of G2 Hell pretty much just came up at that point in time. So she dies, but they get Baron buff on 4 members of the squad. Plus, like, you know, the 4 members, they're like super far from Baron pit. So there's no chance that they're losing the Baron buff because they're literally walking from base, walking from the lane, and you can see like the observers are showing us the mid tier 2 is gonna get taken out by minions. Come on, baby, why are you there? Wait a minute. Okay, so I think
Sightseeing.
did she see her ultimate? No, she
I'm
didn't.
gonna zip tourism.
Sightseeing. That's a nice one. Yeah, I mean, how often do you get to see the enemy in jungle, right? How often do you get to see wolves in real life?
I know, what
I've
a
never
thing,
seen a
right?
wolf in real life. Have you?
But you gotta pay. I have actually. But you gotta pay the
Really?
tax. Yes, we have wolves.
Is
in
this just
Portugal.
like
What are you talking?
I was just like, wait, is this like a Europe thing? Like my country does not. We have like lions and stuff, like native, like you know where I'm from.
We have native wolves.
I don't know about you.
No, wolves are pretty cool. Our wolves are
That
tiny.
is really
so
cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have like a natural park for wolves
Wolves are
and
just
stuff.
like dogs in disguise.
I guess Cologne doesn't have them because she was you know, she was checking out the wolves, see how they were doing.
True. That's true.
I mean, it's not every day you see
a
two-headed wolf as well. So.
Yes.
What's going on? Wait, the posturing. What's the posturing gonna
got
go?
What?
Oh, the Forge God comes in. That's a flash. He eats. Oh no! Cultist eats the Ornn ult. Face first gets taken down. I mean, the front load burst from Exzentriq is incredible, and I think Cultist is expected a little bit more.
The back. So the E combo right there, EW, actually does a lot of damage to Trover. Karina is kind of still stuck in a bit of a bad spot because even if she goes in, it will still be a 5 versus 4, and they're missing Cultist, who's like, you know, the most fed member on their team. So even with like 10-10 positioning, they probably would lose that team fight just based off of damage alone. So I think they decided to call that one off, and they're just gonna, you know, head back to base, get a bit of vision around the dragon, go for the invade. The thing I like that G2 Hell has done, if you look at the minimap and also the big map, I guess, you can see the big wards that they have. The big map, the one right in front of your eyes. They've got 2 wards in the bottom side of the temple. Oh, the tower!
The tower is dead, but so is Tifa. That's a problem with Vi, really.
We took those.
If Vi locks you down, like, you really can't escape unless the whole team is there to back you up.
Yeah.
And G2 managed to secure the tower, but like they sacked Tifa in the process for it.
The thing about, as you mentioned, the Vi ult is that pretty much every single person on a team versus Vi is just, before Vi ults, pretty much just praying that the person Vi ults is not you. You're just like, not me, not me, not me. But, you know, if you're the closest target and she ults you, it's like unwinnable, you know? Like, there's zero counterplay, almost zero counterplay to the Vi ult. Also, Exzentriq have been playing this very well. I think they've been playing around Ornn ult and Vi ultimate very well, pretty much, except for the earlier kerfuffle. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, it's okay, this is fine. Karina is losing Prio in the jungle, but they're alive and kicking. Call the Forge God comes in. They try to go for Karina. Lysia in the back does get a triple stun from her ult, but the Emperor's Divide knocks everyone up. a very, very, very slippery fight in close quarters as Tifa hops in to try to finish off Chover. Doesn't quite get him. She finalizes the kill, and it's a 3-for-3 at the end of the day.
Oh, that was really close. I thought for a second that Kaltos was trying to lifesteal off of the minion waves in order to go back in the fight, but then, she just lifesteal to push the wave, get out to safety, teammates, they'll come back, like, in 30 seconds, you'll see them later. But yeah, I was a bit worried because, she'd gone back into the fight. That might have been pretty bad. So instead, she's going to just take the objectives on the map, pick up the top side tier 2 as well, together with
But this was
Lizia.
actually really, really good for Tifa because out of those 3 kills that G2 Hell got, 2 of them were for Tifa. And she was desperate for that burst of income. Those 600 gold that that Tifa collected were really, really important to start catapulting that build of hers. And now she's on she's on the 3-item spike now as well.
Exactly. Like the previous little changes, little tweaks, like Ari Ultimate, stuff like that, that Riot did to her, it pretty much like if she falls behind, she doesn't have enough damage late game. Like Ari's never really like a late game type of champion anyway. So if she's behind in gold going into the late game, it's pretty much even worse in a bad situation. So good that she picked up that amount of gold to finish her 3 items. This time around, I think that the teams might be looking. They don't have vision for Baron. They're looking for a pick, actually, right here. But they don't have mid-tier 1. So this is a bit of a confusing play, right? Because you see the Vi, and Vi's instinct is always camp and bush, right? Every Vi main is like, I'm a camp and bush, I'm a see someone, I'm a ult them, hopefully get the kill. The thing is they didn't have vision, didn't have mid-tier 1, and the hell have cryo on Baron.
We're committing to Baron. Baron is melting down really, really fast. They go on top of Cologne. The Timbers is amazing. They get the double stun, but the comeback of the fight from Exzentriq is phenomenal. They have all the answers that they need, and they shut down G2 Hell on what looked like an amazing start to a fight.
I think that what we're seeing, one of the drawbacks that we've seen for the G2 Hell composition is that there's not enough protecting of Sivir going on. We're talking about how Exzentriq have been very good at, they've got Orin ult, Vi ult, Azir ultimate, even the Seraphine ultimate, Varus as well. So they pretty much have lockdowns on most of the members on their squad. If they single target Sivir, she's only got 1 spell shield. So they're pretty much forcing G2 Hell to use the rest of their champions to try and protect Sivir. But the thing is, G2 Hell can't play that way with this composition. For example, if you're trying to keep your Annie stun for when they engage on your Sivir, you're not going to have Annie stun engage. Ari as well, if you're going to keep your charm so that when someone dives your Sivir, you can charm them in the face, that means Tifa can't play Ari the way she wants to, which is charm someone, dish out damage, and then go back out. She's not going to be able to protect Sivir and fulfill her role in the rest of the team. So
that's the thing, though. They're trying to go for big flashy engages when you need to grind out the fights a little bit more to allow a cultist to dish out her damage.
Yeah.
Now,
if Cultist dies, they will lose the fight.
Wait, we've seen this before. They miss everything on Karina. That's a lot of commitment for the jungler of G2. They finally find the kill, but they use every single ult available to Exzentriq for this to happen.
Yeah, it's a pretty long death timer, though. It's like 40 seconds for Karina to come back up. It's probably going to mean the inhib as well as the inhib tower. They've got Baron empowered minions also. So I'm actually not sure if G2 can really defend this. They have Nar split pushing top. Actually, Nar needs to... Are Exzentriq gonna back out to try? Ooh,
Wait,
this is
is this a base race?
They sent 1 person back. They sent 1
Is this a base race?
You can't. It's 5v4. I don't think Exzentriq wants to go for this, so they pulled everyone down to bot side tier 2 instead because they know that the base race is going to be risky, even though they have an advantage. Because yeah. I mean, they have fair wave clear with the Azir and Varus, but I think not quite as fast as they would like. And Countess is also up because it's Karina who went down. You're not really missing wave clear with the Wukong. Sorry, Wukong, that's just not your strength. We've all got our own
Yeah.
weaknesses, you know. So with the Sivir, she has very good range as well with her W, with her Q. She can clear even the Baron empowered minions fairly fast. So I think Exzentriq were like, we ain't gonna risk it. You know, they're in the lead. It's only less than 2,000 gold. I think both
Oh.
teams have done a very good job the whole game of keeping the gold diff to a minimal amount. But this is a sneaky play coming out from G2 Hell. They've
Wait, are
noticed
they gonna
that.
find it? It's going to take way too long to take down the Ornn, so they back off immediately as soon as they see Saifino come in with Chover. There was, you can't, Ornn is way too chunky right
There's
now.
yeah, the tower in mid actually is like soft zoning out G2 Hell from the dragon. So it's going to be a very easy fourth dragon pickup for Exzentriq, which is not good for G2 Hell. There's this scrying. It's going to actually.
Oh, that's an ult from Varus. Everybody on G2 Hell stack up. They find the Varus, but are they going to find the kill? Stopwatch comes in the middle of the fight. You have the Vibe knocking everybody up. Call the Forge got over the wall. Doesn't find anyone relevant for the fight of Exzentriq as G2 are trying to recover their strength in order to re-engage this fight. It's so far a 1-for-1. The Varus for the Lysia, and the fighters pull out for now. This is a very dangerous position to fight in, because if you mess up, the death timers are really, really long.
Yeah.
Wait.
What? That.
We're expecting up in here.
Bit of a yikes, I think, for Exzentriq. But I mean, team engaged tools blown for both sides. Wayne, okay, she's got blasting. Okay. I freaked out. I feel like Karina, like, is that type of like carry jungler who's just like super calm. Like, she knows the extent of what she can and can't do. I just feel like as a spectator though, like I just get a heart attack every time. Every time I see her go in or like now, but I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, thank God, she's got the blasting.
High risk gameplay, Jenny. Believe in the high risk gameplay.
This is 10/10 entertainment. This is peak entertainment right here.
For sure.
Thank you, G2 Hell. But yeah, I mean, good on her getting out of that one. I think G2 Hell been what they've been doing very well is just making sure their lanes, just trying to keep the lanes as pushed out as they can. They're at like a bit of a disadvantage, right? So like what they're doing, like they're in general, just sticking together, making sure they don't get caught, which is what you want to do versus a Vi that has gotten ahead of your composition. Exzentriq, one of their weaknesses has been ward coverage. They need to hit back fast.
What's this?
They need to go back really
Jenny, what's
fast.
this? What's going on?
Wait,
are they gonna close the game here?
Soon?
Jenny?
Soon? What?
Teleport is coming in from Dolba as well. Karina in the back. She's gonna back away. Dolba on top of our jungler. Eats a nice little chunk of damage. Do they have the wave? They don't have a huge wave, but they have a wave. Flash in from the Seraphine, misses the ult. Call the Forge got on top of Tifa. The first tower goes out. It's a desperate play here for G2 Hell as Exzentriq forced their way into the base of G2. The fighters are trying to focus the Nexus, but do they have enough damage? G2 are clearing house. G2 are on the verge of losing, and they get taken out on game one. That was way too close.